Garret from Garret's Guitar Lessons here, and today I'm going to be talking about mixing our minor modes. I'm going to be choosing the key of A minor today, and we're going to be talking about 3 different minor modes, and the scale shapes for them, what notes separate them, and a couple licks in which we could see how these notes that make them different can stand out in a lick. So, let's begin by first going through the 3 minor mode shapes. So I'm going to be choosing my E minor scale shapes for all these. I'm going to be going through Aeolian, our natural minor, Phrygian, which has a flat 2, and then Dorian, which has a natural 6. So I'll kind of explain that as we go. So first is our Aeolian mode from the 5th fret on the 6th string. It's going to go 5, 7, 8 on the 6th string, 5, 7, 8 on the 5th string, 5, 7, 9 on the 4th string, 5, 7 on the 3rd string, 5, 6, 8 on the 2nd string, and then 5, 7, 8 on the 1st string. So now the Phrygian is going to be just like that, but we're going to take the 2nd note and we're going to move it down 1/2 step or 1 fret. So that is going to be 5, 6, 8 on the 6th string, 5, 7, 8 on the 5th string, 5, 7, 8 on the 4th string, 5, 7 on the 3rd string, 5, 6, 8 on the 2nd, and 5, 6, 8 on the 1st string. So I'm going to be going through the Dorian scale, which is going to be with a natural 6 or a raised 6 compared to our Aeolian mode or our natural minor. So this is going to be 5, 7, 8 on the 6th string, 5, 7, 9 on the 5th string, 5, 7, 9 on the 4th string, 5, 7 on the 3rd string, 5, 7, 8 on the 2nd string, and 5, 7, 8 on the 1st string. Now, in order to kind of isolate these more, I'm going to just choose the bottom 3 strings and kind of restrict myself to only those kind of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string portions of those scales, just to kind of hone in on the differences. So for our Aeolian, it's going to be 5, 7 on the 3rd string, 5, 6, 8 on the 2nd string, and 5, 7, 8 on the 1st string. And then for the Phrygian, it's going to be 5, 7 on the 3rd string, and then 5, 6, 8 on the 2nd string, 5, 6, 8 on the 1st string. For my Dorian, it's going to be 5, 7 on the 3rd string, 5, 7, 8 on the 2nd string, 5, 7, 8 on the 1st string. Now, a great way to kind of practice this is using just a drone or even just a static A minor chord. Now, sometimes the chord progression or the song will dictate what mode to use. So, if I'm playing just an A minor chord, then I can use all 3, and I can kind of weave in and out of these different modes because I don't really have much other information there. Now, if I see something like a D minor right there, I'm going to be kind of picturing my scales on top of this, and look it, there's that flat 6 in there. So I can kind of weave between Phrygian and Aeolian, since those 2 minor modes have that flat 6 in there. Let's say I see a G minor. Alright, now I'm kind of playing a G minor with my pinky on the 1st string, 6th fret, just to kind of isolate, oh hey, look it, we have that note right there. Now which mode has that fret in there when I play these? Okay, here's my Aeolian, nope, not that one. Here's my Dorian, nope, still had that 7th fret on the 1st string. Now here's my Phrygian. Okay, so now here we go. There's when I know when I'm playing A minor to G minor, then I must use my Phrygian mode right there. This is all relative on what feels like home. So these are all relative to A minor feeling like home. So give them a try over some backing tracks, but here are some licks to kind of help you weave in and out of them and kind of really hear and understand the differences between these 3 modes. So here's the first lick. This one takes place in my Aeolian mode, and then we're going to be moving it to the other modes after we go through it. So this is going to start with my 5th fret on the 2nd string. I'm going to go 5, 6, and I'm going to be hammering on and pulling off 5, 6, back to 5 again. So 5, 6, 5, 6, 5. Then we'll be hammering on 5, 6, 8 on the 2nd string, and then be pulling off 8, 7, 5 on the 1st string. Now when I move this to Phrygian, again we have that flat 2. So I'm going to be thinking, okay, where's that flat 2 at? And it's the difference between my 7th fret on the 1st string to my 6th fret on the 1st string. So the first bit is going to be exactly the same. It's going to go 5, 6, and then hammer on and pull off 5, 6, 5. And then hammer on 5, 6, 8, because I haven't reached that Phrygian note yet. And I'm going to be pulling off 8 to 6 now, back to my 5th fret on the 1st string. So here it is in Phrygian. Now when I go to my Dorian scale, what's different there? I have my raised 6 or my natural 6 compared to my Aeolian scale. So now that 6th note is going to be the only note that's different from my initial lick in Aeolian. So I have 5, 7. All right, there's that Dorian note right there. 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. And then 5, 7, 8. And then pull off 8, 7, 5 on the first string. So here's that first lick going through all 3 scales. So here's the second lick. This one takes place in my Aeolian mode or my natural minor scale. I'm going to be starting out with my 7th fret on the first string, and I'm going to be pulling off the 8th, the 7th, the 5th on the first string, bending up on the 8th fret, 2nd string, and then going to the 5th fret on the first string, and then be hammering on 5, 6, 8 on the 2nd string, then bending up on the 8th fret on that 2nd string. Now when I go to change the modes here, I need to be thinking about, okay, what note is different between this and the mode I want to go to? Again, it's when I move from the Aeolian to the Phrygian, it's going to be that flat 2 again. So I have the 6th fret on my first string is where the lick is going to start. Then be pulling off from the 8th, the 6th, the 5th on the first string, bending up on the 8th fret on the 2nd string, going to my 5th fret on the first string. Then hammering on 5th to 6th to 8th on the 2nd string, then bending up on the 8th fret again. Now, when I change it from Aeolian to Dorian, what notes are changing there? I have that raised 6 or that natural 6 for the Dorian mode. So it's almost going to be exactly the same as my initial lick, which is 7th fret, then pull off 8th to 7th to 5th on the 5th string, or on the first string, bend up on the 8th fret on the 2nd string, go to the 5th fret on the first string, and then be hammering on 5th to 7th now, raise 6th, 8th on the 2nd string, and then bend up on that 8th fret, 2nd string. So here's all 3. So now here's the third lick. Again, this takes place in my Aeolian mode at first, and so I'm going to be bending up on the 2nd string, 8th fret, going to the 5th fret on the first string, then be going 8, 5 on my first string, and then 8, 5 on the 2nd string, and then 7, 5 on the first string, 8 to 5 on my 2nd string, and then 6 on the 2nd string, 8, and then bend up, and then go down and back down to that 5th fret on that 2nd string. Now when I change it to my Phrygian mode, again, I need to be thinking about my flat 2 there. So the first part is going to be the same. It's going to go bend up on that 2nd string to my 5th fret on that first string, and then go 8, 5 on my first string, 8, 5 on my 2nd string, then 6, 5 on my first string, and then 8, 5 on my 2nd string, then 6, 8, all on the 2nd string, bend up on the 8th fret, go back down, and then go back down to the 5th fret on my 2nd string again. Now to change it to the Dorian mode, again, now I just need to be thinking about what note separates the Dorian mode from the Phrygian and the Aeolian. Well, it's that natural 6. So everything that was the 6th fret on the 2nd string is now going to be my 7th fret on the 2nd string. So most of the lick is actually going to stay exactly the same. Bend up on that 8th fret, and then go to the 5th fret on the first string, and then go 8, 5 on the first, 8, 5 on the second, 7, 5 on the first, 8, 5 on the second, and then go 7, 8, bend up on that 8th fret on the 2nd string, 8th fret, and then down to the 5th fret, all on the 2nd string. So here's all 3, one after each other. So there we go. There's some information about mixing modes for our minor modes right there. Again, this will work very well over an A minor kind of amp or just an A minor drum or an A drone. That way you can kind of hear the differences between each one of those modes right there. If you like this video, be sure to check out GarrettsGuitarLessons.com for more free lessons and resources, and even a tab of some of the licks that I went through today. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you.